Today, we're revisiting a team that's already 6 years old. That's actually crazy to think about when you say it. That Kawhi and PG joined the Clippers 6 years ago. That feels like 2 seasons ago. The Earth had to mess with the time sliders after 2020, because I swear, bro, time's just been moving crazy fast. But yeah, looking back on it, this was a failed team. I don't know about you guys, but personally myself, I thought this was a dynasty waiting to happen. I thought Kawhi and PG were about to bring a couple championships to LA, and man, was I wrong. Now, really, it was kind of unfortunate. A lot of injuries and just unfortunate, unlucky events happening, and I feel like we really never got to see what this team could fully, truly, potentially be. We're giving these boys a second chance, and we're gonna try and win the Clippers a championship. Simple as that. All right, so I was about to start making moves. I realized the scenario I downloaded had kind of wrong rosters. They had Christian Wood, Danilo, Gallinari. I fixed the rosters up. I added most of the players that are in 2K. Pat Bev is not in 2K, so we have a created Patrick Beverly. That's the best Pat Bev that we're gonna get. First order of business, I'm gonna be trading Joakim Noah off the team. He's on a 2-year, $15 million deal, and I'm just really not trying to pay that, to be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and trade him for Wesley Matthews. It's the best offer that I've seen, so we will take that. Reggie Jackson's on the last year of an $18 million deal. I'm gonna keep him on the team and see if we can re-sign him in the offseason for cheaper, because I mess with Reggie. I kind of want to keep him on the team. Our main projects of this video, though, we want Zubac to try and develop into the level that he is today in real life. And then I also want to try and develop Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann is our 14th man right now. He's a 72 overall. I'm gonna get him in the rotation. I'm just gonna move it to a 10-man rotation. We're gonna get him some minutes. And I'm not gonna make any other moves this season. I'm just gonna see how this team will play with this roster, and then we'll just see what we need to work on in the offseason. And also, since we were starting in 2019, we are not gonna have to deal with the super team of the Brooklyn Nets. They are still gonna have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, but James Harden did not come over to this team till like the mid 2020-21 season, so that's good news. It's also going to be interesting to see if SGA develops into the same player in this resim. He's currently a 78 overall at 21 years old on the Thunder, taking a back seat and learning from the man himself, Christopher Paul. Clippers did Chris Paul dirty. I didn't even want to do a video on the Clippers and try and win him a championship just because how they did Chris Paul, but we're gonna try and be a better GM and ownership of the Clippers than they are in real life. And we are not going to make fake tree companies to pay extra salary and shit like that either. We're going to try and do this legit. Your 2020 MVP, Nikola Jokic, 24, 16, and 9. Zion just put up 30 a game as a rookie. 28, 7, and 3. Zion Rookie of the Year. What did Ja do? 25 a game, 4 assists. Damn, those are 2 really good rookie seasons. Lou Dort put up 17 a game in his rookie season in OKC. I was getting into these rookies. These are some really good rookie years. Shea won 6 man of the year, so he's already developing. 15 a game, 4 boards, 7 assists, and a steal. Giannis DPOY, and it looks like the Celtics had the best record in the NBA. No Clippers on the All-NBA first team. No Clippers on the All-NBA second team. But we did have Kawhi on the All-NBA third team, who put up 23 a game, 8 boards, 4 assists, and 2 steals on 56% shooting. That's a very good season. We did get the #1 seed in the West. So they had the NBA teams. We have the #1 seed in the Western Conference. I did re-sign Reggie Jackson over the season to a 9-year, or not a 9-year, that'd be crazy. He would be like 38 years old. A $9 million 3-year extension. So we definitely got him on a good deal. He put up 14 a game for us as a starting point guard. Paul George put up 22 a game for us this year. Lou Will, 16 a game off the bench, basically 17. Zubac, 10 and 7. Marcus Morris had a good season for us off the bench, 10 and 4. And then Terrence Mann, not the greatest season. We only gave him 8.4 minutes a game, but would have definitely liked to see him have a little bit better of a season than this, but he's only a rookie. Got the Kings in the first round. Young De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, Bagley, and Jared Sullinger. I was just gonna say I think we should be all right here, but the Kings did take game 1. We come back, take the next 3, and end up closing them out. Reggie Jackson, our leading scorer in game 5, 29. Paul George, 22. Wesley Matthews, 18. Seems to be a good trade so far. He did only put up 4.4 a game for us in 13.5 minutes this season, but he's showing up in the playoffs, I guess. That's all that matters. Now we got the Utah Jazz. This was Donovan Mitchell's insanity year. I mean, he was going crazy all the time on the Jazz, but this was definitely one of his best years. So we really just got to contain D Mitch, to be honest, and we should be all right. We're up 3-0. Held D Mitch to 19 last game. Kawhi had 38 and 4 with 4 steals, and we clean sweep the Jazz just like that. We're moving on to the Western Conference Finals. We either got the Lakers or the Rockets, and we got the Lakers. Lakers just won in 6 games. So in LA, Western Conference Finals, and then Boston, Brooklyn, Eastern Conference Finals. I'm pretty sure KD's out for the season, so Kyrie's been leading them here. I know it shows Kevin Durant right there, but you guys see he's not in the lineup. He's out for the year with an ACL, MCL. I forgot what the injury was, or was it Achilles? I think it was his Achilles. But yeah, he's out for the season. We also have JJ Redick on the bench out for the season as well. We are a little short-handed. We're up 2-1 though on Bron. 2-2 going to a game 5. Bron just dropped 29, 80, 23, and 17. Kawhi had 22, PG 17 in the loss. All right, let's lock in game 5. This is a big game. Looking like it was gonna be close for a minute, but 126, 118. Lakers pulled away. Bron dropped 34, 5, and 9. Kuzma had 21 on us, 80, 18, and 12. We cannot let Kyle Kuzma go for 18 on us. That's just unacceptable. Kawhi had 33, Paul George 21 and 6, Pat Bev 15. But we're down 3-2. We need to lock in. Game 6 in LA at the Staples Center. We play at the same stadium, so I feel like every game is probably going to be a home game for the Lakers. There's just more Lakers fans than there is Clippers fans, and they play in the same stadium. So we're really on the road all 7 games this series, and we are up 7 with a minute 38 left. If the Lakers bring this within like 5, we'll definitely jump in and watch. 50 seconds up 5. I mean, we might as well hop in and make sure we don't blow it. They just fouled Paul George. We're not in the bonus yet. I think they might go and try and foul again. No, they're just sending double teams. Our ball up 5. All right, they go foul Zubac when he catches the ball. Would have liked someone else to be at the line right here for sure. And that's why. All right, at least he hit 1. That's the good news. Now he's got to get a stop on LeBron. Really just no threes here. Bron threw it to Caruso. Caruso fumbled it out of bounds. Clippers ball. And that should be it. AD went for 36 and 12 on us with 5 steals. But Paul George, 35, 6 and 2. Lou Will, 24. Reggie Jackson, 23. Kawhi, 16. And we're going to a game 7. Game 7, it is going to be the Clippers home court, like, you know, put into the Staples Center. But like I said, this is probably an away game for us. And game 7 is a close one. Up 2, a minute 14 left. Kawhi's currently our leading scorer with 23. Paul George 22. Bron has 32, 8 and 5. AD 21 and 7. Kuzma 19. We better not let Kyle Kuzma score 20 on us. I'm cutting every single player on this team if Kyle Kuzma scores 20 on us. Rondo with the ball, trying to tie the game up for the Lakers. They're trying to attack Zubac down low. Zubac's getting some real meaningful minutes after trading away some of our centers. Anthony Davis just treated Zubac like he's dead ass was not even there. Paul George working on Bron, though, and Anthony Davis with a swap. Pat Bev with the cleanup board and mid-range pole right in Rondo's face. That was a heavy contested shot. Can you imagine what Pat Bev's going to do if we win the finals? He treated a play-in game win like it was the NBA Finals. He might set the city of LA on fire if he wins the NBA Finals. AD hit a tough bucket to tie it right back up, though. Here comes Paul George working on Josh Hart. And I don't know what that was. Now the Lakers gonna be able to hold for the last shot of the game. They're gonna give the ball to Bron, or are they gonna keep it in Josh Hart's hands for the last Bro, there's no way we just got gamed by Josh Hart. We don't have timeouts. Paul George from full court. And Josh Hart just gamed us. I guess it's not really a rebuild if we won the championship in the first year anyway, right? I mean, I wouldn't even really say this is a rebuild, though. This is more just giving the Clippers a second chance. And history repeats itself. The Lakers are the 2020 NBA champions, AD Finals MVP. And let's try and make some offseason moves. Here comes the money. We did get the 1 seed, so our draft pick is not going to be great. LaMelo Ball goes number 1 to the Phoenix Suns. Anthony Edwards slips to 2 to the Indiana Pacers. And then is Wiseman going to go to the Pistons? James Wiseman is a Detroit Piston. Kind of looks like Jalen Duren in this picture. Pistons also had the 4th pick and picked Cole Anthony. Tyrese Halliburton was still available. They picked Cole Anthony. Halliburton just went to the Magic. Pacers are going to end up with Precious Achiuwa instead of Tyrese Halliburton. That is tough. Oh, we didn't have a 1st round pick. I forgot. We traded a bunch of them away for Paul George. I was waiting to have a 1st round pick, but I'm gonna just go ahead and draft Paul Reed. Damn. All right, and over free agency, we didn't have a ton of money to spend. I had to go back out and sign Lou Will to at least 1 more year, and then I picked up Valanciunas to a 3-year, $19 million deal. I know we want to develop Zubac, but we need a backup center anyway. Might bring Zubac off the bench. He's young. Valanciunas is actually 1 overall higher and a little bit better. So yeah, I think we're gonna rock with Valanciunas as a starting center this year. We're re-signing Paul George to a 3-year, $34 million extension. So you better bring us a championship. But yeah, not too many other moves. Pat Bev has developed to an 86 overall. He started like at 82. I don't know how he jumped so high. We are starting Jonas Valanciunas this season. He's putting up 8 and 7 right now for us. Not bad. Zubac is still getting minutes off the bench too, 8 and 5. And then Terrence Mann has stepped it up a little bit, 4 and 3 with 2 assists a game in 17 minutes. I mean, that's not the best, but it's only his 2nd year, right? Jokic MVP again. No surprise here. Wiseman Rookie of the Year. SGA 6th Man of the Year once again. A a pretty similar stat line, basically almost identical. I mean, his whole life is consistent, right? Back-to-back Six Man of the Years for SGA, back-to-back DPOYs for Giannis. Jordan McLaughlin, most improved player at 7-6. And then the Lakers have the best record in the Western Conference, 63-19. Kawhi did make the All-NBA second team with 24-7, 1.6 steals, 1.2 blocks. Paul George was not able to make an All-NBA team. I would like to see him make an All-NBA team after the money we just paid him. Kawhi made the All-NBA defensive first team, and Paul George, once again, not making an All-NBA defensive team. Gonna need Paul George to step it up a little bit. We do have the 2 seed in the Western Conference. We got the Rockets with a 97 Westbrook, 95 Harden. Definitely not gonna be an easy series at all. It's 1-1, and we are down 3-1. All right, I'm gonna cut this rotation down to 9. We're gonna get either Patty Mills or Terrence Mann out the rotation because we're down 3-1. We gotta lock in. We gotta get Kawhi, Paul George as much shots and minutes as possible. 56 seconds left, game 5. We are down 3 points, and it's the Rockets ball and we load in. That is not what you want to see. Harden in the pick and roll. Thank God he misses the 3, but Valanciunas gets snagged. Capella just got positioning on him and grabbed it. We need another stop. Paul George playing up to the extension. And he's just going to send it to the other edge of the court. He just ran like he had shit in his pants chasing the ball. I don't know why he ran so slow after it. Good news is there's only 4 seconds left on the shot clock. James Harden, tough 3. He misses. Kawhi board. Come on, this is our chance. This is our chance. Paul George. What are you doing, Paul George? I'm tempted to trade him. I'm very tempted to just trade him right now and end the experiment and try and win Kawhi a ring in LA. What is he doing? First, he runs after the ball like he has shit in his pants and then shoots a fadeaway 3 from the logo. And the Clippers are getting eliminated. And the Minnesota Timberwolves just won an NBA championship. Cat put up 34-12 in the finals. I think that just said he had 45-19 in game 5. D-Loading had 20. This is the rest of their roster. I mean, this is not a good team. And they just won the NBA finals over the Celtics. Here comes the money. All right, we have the 29th pick in this year's draft. This is a very good draft class. I was debating trading Paul George and trying to get like Cade Cunningham or something, but I'm gonna keep Paul George for right now. I think we have a little bit of salary cap going into the offseason. Some of our bigger contracts are just getting off the board, so gonna see if we can sign a free agent. But Cade just fell all the way to pick number 4, which is insane. If Paul George keeps selling though, I'm not opposed to trading him for like Cade Cunningham in the future and a draft pick or something. Paul George better lock in this season. We got the 29th pick though. There is some actual pretty good players still available. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Ayo Dosunmu. Boogie Cousins is a free agent. I don't know why he's in the G League right now. He's in an Iowa Wolves jersey, but we're gonna try and get DeMarcus Cousins. I'm gonna pay him a bag and we're gonna try and get him over here. Hopefully he accepts. Also gonna try and get Pat Bev back. I'm gonna throw my last offer at OG Anunoby. We got a new starting point guard this season. Since we just drafted Ayo Dosunmu, I did not re-sign Pat Bev. He wanted a bag, and it was either Pat Bev and OG Anunoby or OG Anunoby and Boogie Cousins. So we did take Boogie Cousins. I think our roster improved a lot. We got Reggie Jackson at the 1, PG 2, OG at the 3, Kawhi at the 4, DeMarcus Cousins at the 5. Off the bench, we got Valanciunas at the 6th man, who I think I'm low-key about to trade for picks. Terrence Mann at the 7th man, Zubac at the 8th, Caleb Martin at the 9th, and then I'm definitely going to get Ayo Dosunmu in this lineup. I want to start developing him to be our starting point guard because I don't think we're gonna be able to pay Reggie Jackson when his contract's up either. We want to keep developing Zubac too, so I'm gonna see what I can get for Valanciunas so we can just give Zubac these backup center minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Chicago Bulls 2022 first round pick. Hopefully that turns out to be something good. Bulls roster is really not good at all right now. I don't know why they would trade their first round pick, so hopefully they're ass and we get like a lottery pick just from trading Jonas Valanciunas. Zion Williamson MVP, 2022 MVP, 31-8-4. Cade won Rookie of the Year, 17 a game. So that means his price is only going up in the trade market. None of the Clippers made the All-NBA teams this season. Kevin Durant is now a Denver Nugget. He left Brooklyn. The Brooklyn experiment failed early, I guess. KD put up almost 30 a game for him last season, but just left to go put up 27 a game for Denver. Does that mean Jokic and Kevin Durant are teamed up? Yeah, that does mean they are teamed up. That's not good. We got the 4th seed in the playoffs. We got the Phoenix Suns in the first round with an 84 LaMelo, 92 D Book, 91 DeAndre Ayton, 80 overall Mikal Bridges. Pretty good Phoenix team. We are up 2-1, but the Suns come back and win the next 2. 2-2 series. LaMelo just dropped 35 on us and Booker just dropped 35 on us. Melo did the 35 with almost a triple-double as well. We just came out to play though in game 5. 139-105 dub. Kawhi with 35, 9-5, PG 32, DeMarcus Cousins 21-11, and Ayo Dosunmu 14. 14. Terrence Mann in 26 minutes, 3 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, and 5 fouls. He did not shoot 1 shot, and he did not have the best season again. It's only a 3rd year for Terrence Mann. I don't really want to give up on him yet, so I'm not going to. We got game 6 though in Phoenix, trying to close them out, and closing them out is exactly what we're gonna do. 138-106. I think I just said Paul George almost had 40. Oh no, 28. I thought it said 38. Still a good game from Paul George. He's hearing the trade rumors. He doesn't want to get traded. He's been playing pretty decent for us. Next, we have the MVP of the NBA, Zion Williamson. That doesn't even sound right to say. They have a good team. Lonzo has developed nice. BI's developed nice. Patrick Williams, and then Jackson Hayes. That's a good team. Just watch out if you're a water boy in New Orleans. Damn near wear like an NFL helmet if you're going to serve Brandon Ingram some water. We are up 2-0 on the MVP. 2-1. 3-1. Can we close out Zion? We're right back in the Western Conference Finals. But we got to play the Avengers. I don't really know how happy we should be about being back in the Western Conference Finals. Kevin Durant and Jokic. The good news, I guess you could say, is the rest of the roster is pretty trash. I mean, they got Jeremiah Robinson Earl starting at the 4. So I'd say we have a better overall team than them. But I mean, when you pair up Kevin Durant and Nikola Jokic, it's going to be a tough duo to beat. They beat the Rockets 4-1 and then the Grizzlies 4-1. So they've only lost 2 playoff games so far. I mean, I guess we've only lost 3. So yeah, you know what? Actually, let's not be scared of this team. I'm acting like I'm scared of this team. Let's not be scared of them. We're up 2-0, up 3-0. Are we about to clean sweep Kevin Durant and Nikola Jokic? We're about to do it. We just clean swept KD and Jokic. I don't know how we just did that, but Cousins just dropped 35, Kawhi 26, 15, and 8, and Paul George 13, 3, and 3. Before the playoffs started, I went in and changed this because I thought a 4 seed was kind of light for us. I feel like the roster we built over the offseason is pretty nasty with the addition of OG and DeMarcus Cousins and the IO draft pick. They were focused on getting shooters open, and I feel like our team's more of like a get downhill, get to the bucket, so I changed this to get to the basket. And then they had this on, I think it was, patient offense. That's what they had it on. I moved it to average tempo, and then I changed it from just playing normal defense to physical defense because we have Kawhi and Paul George. Kawhi is one of the best defenders of all time, and then Paul George is one of the better defenders, I feel like, in this recent era of basketball. So that definitely seems to be helping. Kawhi won the West Finals MVP, averaging a double-double, and Tatum put up 35.8 a game throughout the East playoffs. All right, that play physical defense shit, we're going to need to really apply that. We're going to need to put Tatum on his ass. Let's give Tatum the Michael Jordan Pistons treatment. We take game 1 against the Celtics. Celtics take game 2. They still have Kemba Walker too. Yeah, this Celtics team's nasty. How's their bench looking compared to ours? Yeah, Marcus Smart, LaMarcus Aldridge off the bench, Malachi Flynn. All right, I'd say our bench is definitely better, but they have some good players off the bench too. Game 3 NBA Finals. Celtics start the 4th quarter up 2 points. Paul George currently is our leading scorer with 23. Kawhi's kind of having enough. Now he's 2 of 8 from the floor, 8 points, 4 boards. Tatum has 14 and 13 on us. Seems like it's more of a defensive game right now, which I feel like that would be to our advantage, but the Celtics just ran away with it in the 4th quarter. They hang up 107 points on us, and we are down 2-1. Game 4 is very close. 2-point game, 1:26 left. As you guys see, we won the 1st quarter by 9, and then the 2nd quarter by 13. Celtics opened up the 2nd half on a 45-25 run in the 3rd quarter, and that is how we are here. They brought the game all the way back. They are down about 20 points, and they're down 2 now. I feel like this is the game that decides the series. I wouldn't even say it decides it for us. Like, if we win, I don't think it guarantees us winning anything, but if the Celtics win, I think it pretty much guarantees them a win after blowing a 20-point lead. Why is that DeMarcus Cousins? Why is he that bald and no headband? Who is that? Is that Maurice Spates? I have no idea. That's DeMarcus Cousins right there. I don't know who is in the corner for us. Where's Kawhi Leonard? Yeah, Maurice Spates is in the game. He's played 1 minute. Kawhi must have fouled out. Yeah, Kawhi fouled out. There's no way. And Reggie Jackson. There's no way we're going to Mo Spates, though. I'd rather throw Chris Boucher in or throw a double big lineup out there with Zubac and DeMarcus Cousins, or go small ball and play OG at the 4. I feel like many other things we could have done than put him on the floor. Paul George trying to get a stop on Kemba Walker, though. Great defense. I'm calling a timeout. We got to get a better lineup out here for the final 34 seconds of this game. They're running Paul George at point guard right now. I'm going to throw Ayo Dosunmu in. I'm going to go Paul George at the 3, OG at the 4. Terrence Mann is going to have to log some big minutes for us. We've been developing them, right? The good news is Jason Tatum is fouled out for the Celtics. They throw a dot to Big Zoo, and Zubac slams it home. Celtics just called a timeout. Zubac wasn't even supposed to be in the game. He somehow got in the game, and they threw him a half-court backdoor cut, and he dunked it. We have a 2-point lead. But then Boogie Cousins plays terrible defense. LaMarcus just slipped the screen for the dunk. Tie game, 21 seconds left. We are without one of the most clutch players in the NBA to take the final shot here, Kawhi Leonard. We're going to have to trust Paul George. Don't tell me Terrence Mann's going to be the one to take the shot. We want to develop Terrence Mann, but not develop him to our game-winning shot taker. Hold on. Terrence Mann with the floater. I still don't agree with Terrence Mann taking the shot there, but you know what? We'll take it. Game is still not over. Jaylen Brown was just wide open in the corner for 3. Kemba from the logo. And we're tying the series up 2-2. That's a big win to be able to pull that out, to tie the series up 2-2. And because our best player, maybe the best player in the league right now, Kawhi Leonard, was fouled out the game. And we still found a way to win. PG had 31. Kawhi 24 in 28 minutes. Boogie Cousins 20 and 11. Dosunmu had 16 points in 19 minutes. Zubac 4 and 10 off the bench. Kemba Walker dropped 31 on us. Tatum fouled out in 13 minutes. That's just not even realistic. Fouling out in 13 minutes is insane, but 10 points and a foul out in 13 minutes for Tatum. This guy is averaging 40 points a game right now throughout the playoffs, so the game might have been a little different if Tatum even played 25 minutes, but we will take it. Game 5, Boston. We are up 1 point, a minute 16 left. It's our ball. Kawhi Leonard is on the court. He is not fouled out. We are not running a big man right now. I don't know where DeMarcus Cousins or Zubac is at. Paul George for 3, though, and he misses. That would have been a huge shot. Tatum is not on the floor again. Jaylen Brown's not on the floor. I don't know if the refs are just blowing the whistle crazy in this, and people are just fouling out left and right. I don't know what's happening. Kemba takes the lead for the Celtics, though, with under a minute left. Please give the ball to Kawhi Leonard. Calling an ISO for Paul George. He's just getting boxed by Smart. Post fade, he misses. Kawhi board, goes up and takes the lead. I don't know why the ball is not in Kawhi's hands right away. There's Boogie and Zubac on the bench. I don't know why we don't have a big man in. I think we're running Kawhi Leonard at center right now, and they're running Grant Williams. I don't know what these matchups are. Terrence Mann playing great defense. These 3 years to develop him. He's been playing clutch minutes in the finals the past 2 games. He gets a huge stop for us. Grant Williams is fouled out. I don't know what's up with people fouling out. Tatum's back in, so he didn't foul out. It's a weird-ass series. I don't know what's going on. Reggie makes both free throws, 3-point lead. And now everyone has their normal lineups back in. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Jaylen Brown to tie the game up. He hits it. I mean, OG, what are we doing, bro? We're just... The one shot we can't give up there is a 3-pointer, and OG just sitting there daydreaming. Let's Jaylen Brown catch and shoot for a 3. We're about to replay it. Yeah, just way too much space. 2 minutes left in overtime. 124-116 is looking like we're about to pull it out. Clippers are up 3-2. Kemba just dropped 37 on us. Paul George went for 36. Kawhi 28 and 13, and then Boogie Cousins 15. So Paul George with trade rumors in 44 minutes goes for 36, 7 boards, 4 assists, and 6 steals. And now we are 1 win away. 10-point game, 5 minutes left. Just do not choke this lead away. And we have the first championship in LA Clipper history. It's a 3-point game. Okay, we were at the line. We just hit 2 free throws, it looked like. Another 3-point game, 46 seconds left. Let's go close this out. We need a long possession here. No quick shots. And that's exactly what DeMarcus Cousins does. That is not what we needed, Boogie. If it was a wide open layup, I would have been fine with it, but not post hook from the free throw line. That's just not the shot. Kemba Walker just cooked Reggie Jackson. 1-point game. And now the Celtics are very much still alive. Clutch free throws from Reggie. We're really just 1 stop away from winning an NBA championship. We just need 1 stop right here. Kemba Walker for 3 to tie the game. What is going on? Why do we keep giving Celtics players wide open threes when that's the only shot we can't give them? It just could never be easy, can it? It just said that Kemba Walker had 37 on us tonight. Reggie Jackson cannot be the one to shoot this. All right, Boogie Cousins make up for that bad shot. He gets swatted into, I was going to say the 4th row, but he actually got swatted right into a Celtics player's hands. So now they call it a timeout, advance the ball, and they can hit a game winner. Jaylen Brown for 3 to win it. We gave him another pretty decent look, and thankfully he missed that one. We're going to overtime. We just straight up choked this game away. There's no way this game should have been in overtime, and we just lost by 1. Fresh off choking the lead away in game 6 into game 7, and we are blowing the Celtics out. Well, we were. Now it's a 7-point game with 2 minutes left. If we choke away another lead, I quit. I'm resigning as the Clippers GM if we choke away another lead, but we're not choking away another lead. Tweet just said Kawhi went for 33 in game 7, 27, 8 and 2 for Kawhi with 2 steals, finals MVP. He drops 33, 9 and 4 to close the series out, 21 and 10 from Paul George, and we get a championship with this team. I think our job here is finished. If you did make it to the end, in, make sure to smack that like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. And hit that sub button if you're new. And that's about all I got.